Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? This is Profesor Pablo, lesson 37. Finally, we get to learn how to say, I'm hungry, I'm sleepy, I'm thirsty. Okay? Very easy. We have three red considerations. We have tengo, tuve, and tenía. Tengo is the present tense, I am. Tuve, I was or I got. And tenía, I was. Once again, when we get to tuve and tenía, tuve we use in the past for a definite amount of time. We're referring to something for a definite, closed amount of time. And tenía is just open-ended in the past. So, for example, our suggestions show us that we have hungry is hambre, scared is miedo, nervous is nervios, embarrassed, vergüenza, thirsty, sed, jealous, celos, cold, frío, lucky, suerte, sueño is sleepy, in a hurry, prisa, and hot is calor. So if I take tengo and say tengo hambre, that's how we say I am hungry. But it literally means, as we learned before with years, when you say tengo 30 años, it literally means I have 30 years. When you say tengo hambre, it means I have hunger. We know that means I have hunger, right? But it's I am hungry. So if I say tengo miedo, it means I'm scared. Tengo nervios, I'm nervous. Tengo vergüenza, I'm embarrassed. Tengo sed, I'm thirsty. Tengo celos, I'm jealous. Tengo frío, I'm cold. Tengo suerte, I'm lucky. Tengo sueño, I'm sleepy. Tengo prisa, I'm in a hurry. And tengo calor, I'm hot. If you want to increase the intensity of being hungry or scared or nervous or embarrassed, you simply use mucho or mucha in front. So to say I'm really hungry, you'd say tengo mucha hambre. I'm really scared. Tengo mucho miedo. I'm really nervous. Tengo muchos nervios. I'm really embarrassed. Tengo mucha vergüenza. I'm really thirsty. Tengo mucha sed. I'm really jealous. Tengo muchos celos. I'm really cold. Tengo mucho frío. I'm really lucky. Tengo mucha suerte. I'm really sleepy. Tengo mucho sueño. I'm in a big hurry. Tengo mucha prisa. And I'm really hot. Tengo mucho calor. Mucho is used if the noun is masculine, and any noun that ends in O basically is going to be masculine. Any noun that ends in A is going to be feminine and take mucha. And there are certain words that don't end in O or don't end in A, like hambre and sed, but they both happen to be feminine, so we use mucha in front of those. Now with nervios, since nervios is plural, we say muchos. Likewise with jealous, muchos. So let's do that again. I'm really hungry, tengo mucha hambre. I'm really scared, tengo mucho miedo. I'm really nervous, tengo muchos nervios. I'm really embarrassed, tengo mucha vergüenza. I'm really thirsty, tengo mucha sed. I'm really jealous, tengo muchos celos. I'm really cold, tengo mucho frío. Suerte is feminine. I'm really lucky, tengo mucha suerte. I'm really sleepy, tengo mucho sueño. I'm really in a hurry, tengo mucha prisa. And I'm really hot, tengo mucho calor. Now, tuve, you could use, like if you want to say, all day yesterday, I was hungry, you'd say, tuve hambre ayer, todo el día. I was scared for the whole weekend. Tuve miedo, todo el fin de semana. I was nervous for about 5 hours. Tuve nervios. Remember, when we use preterite, it's for a defined amount of time in the past. But if I just want to say open-ended, I was hungry, I'd say tenía hambre. I was jealous, tenía celos. I was hot, tenía calor. I was sleepy, tenía sueño. It's not specific to an amount of time. Just at a given point in time in the past, tenía. I was embarrassed, tenía vergüenza. When you saw me, I was embarrassed. But if you want to say I got embarrassed, it'd be tuve vergüenza. I got scared, tuve miedo. I got thirsty, tuve sed. So tuve can mean I was. It could also mean I got. Tuve sueño, I got sleepy. All right? Now let's look at our key points. Number one, in Spanish, to say that you are hungry, thirsty, etc., the verb tener is used. Although it literally means to have, for these purposes it means to be. In English we say I am hungry. In Spanish we say tengo hambre, I have hunger. Key point two, use verb number 4, preterite, to say that you were sleepy or hungry, meaning all day long, and not just at a given point in time in the past. Point number 3, use verb number 5, imperfect, to say that at a given point in time in the past, you were hungry. Our verb conjugations for tener in the present tense are tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. Tengo is in all caps because it's spelled a little bit differently, and it's what we call a go verb. It ends in go. Tengo. Preterite of tener would be tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron. And the past imperfect of tener would be tenía, tenías, tenía, teníamos, tenían. We had that when we were telling age in the past. We also said at the very beginning that when we list verb conjugations, there are 5. The first one is for I. The second one is for you familiar. The third one is either he, she, usted, you, or it. The fourth one is always we. And the last one, the N factor, is always they or you plural. Let's look at our examples. I'm hungry, tengo hambre. They are in a hurry, tienen prisa. I was hungry, tenía hambre. Are you jealous? ¿Tienes celos? We were very hot. Tuvimos mucho calor, like the whole time we were there on that vacation. I am thirsty. Tengo sed. We are thirsty. Tenemos sed. Are you sleepy? ¿Tienes sueño? We were in a hurry. Teníamos prisa. I was or I got embarrassed. Tuve vergüenza. I was afraid. Tenía miedo. Tuve miedo means I got scared. So we have our vocabulary: hambre, miedo, nervios, vergüenza, sed, celos, frío, suerte, sueño, prisa, calor. But now, instead of just saying in the yo form, tengo, I am hungry, tengo hambre, I got hungry, tuve hambre, or I was hungry like all day, tuve hambre, or I was hungry, tenía hambre. Now we can say we were hungry, they were hungry, she was hungry, were you hungry? We have all the verbs there. Let's take the present tense and use all 5 forms. Tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. Let's take tienes and ask a question to your friend. Are you hungry? ¿Tienes hambre? Are you nervous? ¿Tienes nervios? Are you embarrassed? ¿Tienes vergüenza? Are you cold? ¿Tienes frío? Are you sleepy? ¿Tienes sueño? Let's say there's 2 of you and you want to say, we're sleepy, we're tired. You would say, tenemos sueño. We are in a hurry. Tenemos prisa. We are jealous. Tenemos celos. We're scared. Tenemos miedo. What if you want to say they? Okay? They're embarrassed. Tienen vergüenza. They're lucky. Tienen suerte. They're hot. Tienen calor. Now let's take tener into the preterite. Now the preterite is by far much less common than tenía, but it exists. So let's say tuvimos. You spent a week up in the mountains and you want to say we were cold for the whole week. Tuvimos frío. Okay? We were sleepy the entire day long. Tuvimos sueño. Tuvieron. Let's say they got lucky. Tuvieron suerte. Tuvieron suerte. They got lucky. But let's drop down to tenía, the past imperfect, verb number 5. If you want to say we were embarrassed, teníamos vergüenza. We were hungry, teníamos hambre. If you want to say they were in a hurry, tenían prisa. They were thirsty, tenían sed. So now you can say it for all conjugations, for all people. We have the present tense, tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tienen. We have the past preterite, tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tuvimos, tuvieron. And we have the past imperfect, tenía, tenías, tenía, teníamos, tenían. Once again, we're using hambre, miedo, nervios, vergüenza, sed, celos, frío, suerte, sueño, prisa, calor. I'm in a hurry, tengo prisa. I was in a hurry, tenía prisa. I think it's pretty straightforward. Just make sure you practice all forms of the verb tener in verb tenses 3, 4, and 5. Learn the ways to say hungry, scared, nervous, embarrassed, thirsty, jealous, cold, lucky, sleepy, in a hurry, and hot. Let's say those together. Here we go. Remember the H is silent. Hambre, hambre, hambre. Scared. Miedo, miedo, miedo. There's that diphthong again, that IE. It just runs together. It glides. Miedo. Nervous. Nervios, nervios, nervios. Embarrassed. Vergüenza, vergüenza, vergüenza. We have another diphthong there, the U and the E. It glides. Vergüenza. Thirsty. Sed, sed, sed. Jealous. Celos, celos, celos. Cold. Frío, frío, frío. Lucky. Suerte, suerte, suerte. Sleepy. Sueño, sueño, sueño. In a hurry. Prisa, prisa, prisa. And hot. Calor, calor, calor. All right, that should do it for lesson 37. You now know how to say if you're hungry, sleepy, thirsty, etc. Tengo, tuve, tenía. Muy bien, gracias por escuchar. Hasta la próxima lección. This is Profesor Pablo signing off. Cambio fuera.